Alright, so time for the second video, second car. This time I want to build something like a hatchback. Not exactly inspired by any car, but yeah, something like this Metro or maybe those Renault cars. I like the idea of those really short wheelbase, very lightweight hatchbacks. Also, I don't think they're gonna have too much power. I was reading about it, and they didn't really have like the Avante 600 horsepower. So maybe I'll go for something like 400, but really focused on very agile steering, being able to turn quickly. And yeah, I'm also scared, but now for different reasons. I find it very hard to do this very short wheelbase light cars because they snap so much in the steering, and they become so like unpredictable. Even though they don't have that much power, it will be, yeah, it will be a really tough tire and suspension work. But yeah, I think it's gonna be fun. In automation specifically, I wanted to look for something like a really blocky body. So it's probably gonna be a little bit older than 86, which is our base. And yeah, something like this. This is already a bit too round. Maybe. Oh, anyways, I'm gonna fiddle around a little bit and then show you guys after the engine. So quickly, just showing the body. Yeah, I chosen this hatchback body. It has a 2.2 meters wheelbase, which is very short. I like it. It's very hatchbacky and very blocky, so it's also good. The body is a fiberglass, which is those crazy fiberglass they use in rally. Suspension, front suspension McPherson strut, and then rear suspension double wishbone. Yeah, the wheels are very small. I hope that's not gonna be a problem, but we'll see. Let's go for the engine. So yeah, I chose the inline-4 engine for this one. I wanted to make, for some reason, I think hatchbacks would have something like an inline-4. I mean, I used to have a Volkswagen Up, which had an inline-3. So I mean, maybe that's some inspiration. And then it's only 1.6. I could make by the regulations up to 2 liters, but I think it would be fun to have it a little bit smaller. So 1.6. Then we're also gonna have to include a turbo. But either way, this is good. First of all, I'm gonna do the homologation car. So this is gonna be a relatively weak engine, and then we tune it up after. So here it is. The homologated engine. It's very behaved, to be honest. Only 190 horsepower. Not so much of a steep power curve. No crazy intakes, no crazy manifolds. It's just a reasonably normal engine, which is fine also because the car is going to be very light, so the power to weight ratio is alright. The turbo is also very small, only 0.85 bar, and let's do the oh, so yeah, it has the mufflers, which will be removed for the rally car. Let's see how it sounds. Also, in the last video, I learned that I won't be able to talk while the engine is testing. Yeah, let's check. I mean, nothing special. Also, it's revving only up to 7,000 RPM. Now to the actual car modeling. So here we are. Here's the homologated version of my hatchback. I haven't named it yet, so it's still the hatchback. Very simple, nothing really sporty. Aside from the spoiler, I wanted to add a spoiler to show that it's like it's a sports car in the end, but nothing fancy. Fun fact: I actually had to decrease the engine size. Otherwise, yeah, intercooler would be shown. I mean, this is a little bit of cheating, but I'll just do it anyway. And yeah, I wanted to focus on very blocky stuff for like the headlights, and everything is very square, which matches. And yeah, performance-wise, it's not amazing, to be honest. The turning 1.9 to 1.09 Gs, I really thought it would be better, but okay. And then it's also not selling extremely well, mostly because most of these markets put like a coupe body, but again, doesn't matter, that's not the purpose. It's very light, I like that. So it probably 20 kilos below Gr.B standards, I think. I'll check that, maybe it's 900, but I mean, the idea was it for it to be very light, so it's light, and that's okay. Now I'm gonna export it to Beamng and test it in the automation track. Okay, so this is the automation test track. Let's see how this car drives. Thank God it's all-wheel drive. No more rear-wheel drive for some time. Yeah, let's see how it sounds. It's cool. It's like a Civic, maybe an old Civic. I'm really curious to see how it sounds. Oh, the steering wheel looks horrible. I'll fix it later. Yeah, anyway, let's test it. Yeah. Good acceleration. Oh, it's very agile. Amazing. The gearing needs some work. But I mean, whenever I point in a direction, it just goes. I mean, partially because it's all-wheel drive, but I'm very surprised. It's a very big difference compared to the Avanti. It's almost like exactly the opposite in everything. Yeah, let's see how it does in the long straight. This high-speed corner. I'm not sure you can do it flat out. Probably not. Let's see. Yeah, easily it can. Okay. For real, I'm amazed. Performs much better than I thought. And it's funny because, I mean, automation and Beamng, I think it's great that they work together, but sometimes the car seems bad or seems okay in automation, and then when you export it to Beamng, it behaves way better than you expect, and oftentimes, actually, more often than not, it behaves worse, but that's a very pleasant thing, guys. Alright. I mean, I think it's perfect for us to build a rally car based on. It's a perfect base model. I'm even tempted to give it more than 400 horsepower just to see if it can handle it. Yeah. Great test. Very satisfied. Maybe I don't like this blue. When exported to Beamng, it doesn't look so good, but yeah, amazing. Okay, so here's the new engine. with all the upgrades, looking very much sportier. It goes up to 9,200 RPM, and I also included all of the racing stuff. So intake manifold is now per race. The fuel is super. Tubular race headers, which are those beautiful headers. And yeah, it's making now almost 400. I could make it go a lot higher, but I don't want to, because otherwise I think this car would be a bit too overpowered to compete. The idea is that it's not supposed to be the most powerful. It's supposed to be a medium power, lightweight, and so I think 380 is fair. Not such a big turbo, but still big. I mean, 1.5 is not small, but yeah. So for the sound test. Yep. As you can see, no mufflers. Yeah, so now I'm gonna head to the rallyfication of this car. Then I'm gonna show you. So guys, I present to you the final version of the Gr.B rally car, the XR14 Hyena. Why Hyena, you might be thinking, and why XR14? To be honest, no idea. For some reason the name Hyena kept coming to my head looking at this car, so it's fair enough. And I want to do it in a way that the XR14 is the normal car, and then the rally version is the one called Hyena. But yeah, so I decided to go for these green and red colors with this massive spoiler in the back. I have never actually used this spoiler before. I never found a use to it because of this weird how do you call this, support part, but I think it looks weird, but I like it. This one, I think, yeah, I mean, it doesn't really make sense, but then I realized maybe in a hatchback it would make sense, so I'm testing it. And yeah, for the engine, actually I already showed you guys the engine, right? So yeah, 380, and then the turning rate is 1.25 Gs, which is incredible. Actually, even if I make it 1.26 Gs, the car will roll over, so I can't make it more than that, even though it could. And yeah, I'm really curious to see how Beamng will handle that. I'm hoping it will handle as like a very, in a way that it turns very well, but we'll see. Only one way to find out. And then for some reason it's a bit heavier than the road version, which doesn't make sense, but maybe it's because of the pictures I added. But anyway, that's a good thing, because I think we were below the regulation weight, and now surely we're above it. And yeah, I wanted to check if we could see the 0 to 60 time. Yeah, here. 0 to 100 in 4 seconds. I like it. Okay, let's head to Beamng and test it. Guys, quick update. I actually changed the engine a little bit. It was a little bit too boring in a way, too behaved, and these cars have to be crazy. So it now has 2.5 bar of boost, And I made the engine smaller, so now it's 1.3. I think it was 1.6 before. Yeah, hopefully it will become a little bit more wild. But essentially the car is still the same. Has a little bit more power, and I changed some displacement for some boost, but otherwise it's still the Hyena. Alrighty then, here we are at the automation test track for the XR14 Hyena test run. Guys, you may be noticing, hopefully you're noticing that my audio quality is better. Hopefully my voice is clearer. That's because today is actually tomorrow for me. Today is another day, and I bought a new microphone. I was using the headphones microphones, and now I have an actual recording one. So yeah, hopefully you guys can hear me better. It's also good because I can hear the game better. The two tracks were mixing up together. But anyway, let's see how the Hyena sounds. I actually like the way it already sounds idle, even without accelerating. Let's check. Yeah, those pops are awesome. Test run. Oh, that was not supposed to happen. It probably lost traction on all four wheels. It's understeering. It's understeering a lot. The car, when you turn, it just slides. I may have to fix it. Yeah, definitely understeering. Too much. There's no way we can go like this. Well, I'm gonna head back to automation. Try to improve it. Okay, did some small tweaking on the suspension. Hopefully it drives better. Yeah, let's try again. Second run. I think it does. It should theoretically handle amazing because it's doing 1.25 Gs. As I said before, sometimes automation is not exactly replicated in Beamng, but I think it's better. Hey, it's oversteering a bit. Oversteering now, but when I'm accelerating it loses a bit of traction, but that's to be expected. It's because of the giant turbo. No problem. The gearing is very short because it's not supposed to reach any high speeds anyway. This was my bad, totally. You really have to brake. Oh, the steering is gone. You guys can't see it, but my steering is completely sideways here, just to go straight. Let's try to end the lap just for fun. But yeah, I like the car now. It's good enough. Not perfect, but no car is perfect. It's fun when it has some flaws. funny to drive the car like this. For right handers, I actually have to keep the wheel still straight, and for left handers, I have to turn the wheel all the way to the left. So just release the wheel here, and it turns. Okie dokie. Good enough, good enough. Time for Pikes Peak. This is it, Pikes Peak. The moment we've been waiting for. The reason this car has been built for. Yeah. Always a bit a mixture of excitement. I'm a bit excited and a bit scared. But yeah, so as usual, let's go until I crash. Hopefully you guys won't hear the wheel shaking too much because it shakes quite a lot. I don't think the other microphone will capture it. Shaking a lot. It's such a pleasure to drive all-wheel drive again, especially here. Ooh, 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 ooh. Oh no. Okay, we're still good, still good. We're not still good anymore. Oh, come on, it was a very short run. Oops. I mean, I think this body is really resistant to damage, but yeah, we're done. Alright, so one more run. That one was too short. Let's try again. Also, I think I'm gonna start using hydraulic steering for these cars. Not that I want to, but the fact that the wheel shakes so much and it's so loud, and I fear for my neighbors, because I'm pretty sure he can hear this knocking sound, and sometimes I record at 10 p.m., 11 p.m. Also for you guys, I still have to check how the audio goes, but I have the impression that you guys will hear so much rumbling. So it's so funny how every car fails in different corners. I mean, the corner we just went through that I almost hit a tree, usually it's not supposed to be a bad corner, but for this car it is. But then other corners which I'm usually afraid, this car destroys them. And that's the magic of it in the end, you know, how each car behaves differently, has their own characteristics, their own flaws. I think it's why I like it. I like this game so much. It's not like too easy calculations the game is doing. It's like how fast is it going, how much does it turn. It's really in the nuance, and you can only feel it by driving. And I think it's even more pronounced on gravel, because it's all extremes at once. Oh god, oh god, oh god, oh god. God damn it. I'm gonna try and recover the car. Let's see if we can do it. Maybe it's drivable still.
We lost the spoiler, that's for sure. Let's see. If I can still drive it, then I'll drive it. Even though I have no spoiler in the back. Oh, I can. It already. Oh my god! It changes the driving characteristics so much. Not having that spoiler. And yeah, I know. Yeah, I don't think it's only the spoiler. The wheels are slightly offsetted as well. I don't think we can do it anymore. The car is pretty much gone. Let's just go all out. Also, maybe I can show you guys the crashing, which I usually don't. But I mean, this car is gone already, so let's just try to crash it. Yeah. Gone. Anyways, guys, thank you for watching. This was a very different build from the last one in almost all the possible ways, but it was fun and I enjoyed it. So yeah, thanks for watching and see you on the next one.